Get ready with me as I tell you about how I travel for a living. I get this question so many times, especially off my post where I do the vacation destinations I swear by or the hotels that I swear by. And I always say, as someone who travels for a living, and people are always like, tell me how you travel for a living. So let me kind of tell you what my day-to-day looks like as someone who has made traveling a career. And while it may sound glamorous, which it is most of the time, it is definitely hard work, the hardest I have ever worked in my life. So some of you are wondering, like, how do you get money? What are you doing to make this a career? First and foremost, you want to build a social media following. I have been doing this almost 3 years now. And with that, I just built my social media following by posting consistently every day, doing things I knew would grab people's attention, people would save. And so from there, you start getting noticed, you start getting requests for partnerships, but you have to create quality content, especially when it comes to travel. By that I mean you need good cameras, you need to be able to take photos. The partnerships I get are with hotels, with tourism boards, with places that are wanting you to highlight and showcase their destination, their resort, whatever it may be, and you are able to create content for them, whether it be Instagram Reels, TikToks, photos for them to use for their own ads. All that comes with a price and set rates. You know, different creators will have obviously different prices. Yes, I get to go on all these extravagant, fancy trips, family trips. My content is mostly US travels. I do not want to be overseas all the time, especially with kids and everything that they've got going on. I do create a lot of family content because that's what I am, a mom of 2, and we take a lot of family travel in the US. I do also do girls trips, but the longer you do it, you just kind of get down your little routines. It is definitely work when we are on vacation though, especially if it's a partnership. The kids cannot go into the hotel room until I have filmed it. They know the drill. They know we usually take at least half a day to get photos, and that has to come first. But then they get to enjoy the perks of all of these vacations. But other ways I make money, not just through partnerships, is through affiliate links. I also am a travel creator that loves to share fashion. I think that's part of traveling, in my opinion. A lot of people want to know exactly what to wear here and what to wear there. And that's just fun for me. So I have platforms where I can link outfits. I do a lot of packing videos. I do a lot of what I wore to such and such. And then daily I share Instagram stories with like travel finds or outfits that I'm loving. And all of that takes a lot of time and a lot of work to link it all. Where I thought this job would give me so much more free time. And while it does offer me more flexibility, the free time, not so much. I mean, sometimes I'm working until 1 or 2 in the morning. I used to be a teacher, so I love the flexibility. I was never able to just like take off when I wanted to. I can now be more flexible with my time, but the amount of time I'm spending editing, getting the content, creating the content, posting the content, giving the content to the brands or to the hotels or to the destinations or to the tourism boards, it takes forever. I mean, it's truly all time consuming. This is the first job that I have truly like loved, and it doesn't bother me to do this and stay up late doing it because I love it. So that's just a little behind the scenes of how I make money traveling. And when I say I'm traveling for a living, that's what I really do. Like I said, with the tourism boards and partnerships, hotels give partnerships through brands, travel brands. They like luggage brands do partnerships. I've had one with shoe companies, showcasing them through travel. Stuff that I truly stand by and that I truly love. I also like to share the fashion side of travel as well. I know some travel creators don't, and that's perfectly fine. I like to give you both. I like to show you where to go and what to wear. I will always be the truthful one on my favorite luggage and only share my favorite luggage brands, suitcases, duffels, whatever it may be that I absolutely love. Oh, I also have digital travel guides to some of my favorite destinations that I created. We went for a very minimal look today, so this setting spray is amazing. Just look at that. But yeah, that's a little behind the scenes of how I make a living through travel. A lot of hard work. It is a lot of grit and grind and putting yourself out there. There's just so much more behind the scenes, and I can even talk about that if you would want to, even more that goes into these partnerships and all that. But that's just a little bit of a gist of you can travel for a living.